Today's episode of the Mom Game is brought to you by our friends at Gateway Buick GMC at LBJ and Jupiter. I know that buying a car can be stressful, but not at Gateway because their slogan is Gateway's got it. Just what does that mean? Well, it means Gateway's got a wide selection of new Buicks, GMCs, and GM certified used vehicles, all competitively priced. Gateway's got it. In these busy times, you want a car dealer who makes things easy and convenient. Well, guess what? Gateway's got it. When you log on to Gateway Buick GMC, look for the Shop, Click, Drive button. This allows you to shop in the comfort of your home, and who doesn't want that? In fact, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, select your vehicle. 2, claim your offer. 3, schedule your delivery. And on top of all this, Gateway Buick GMC offers complimentary car washes for life. So when you want a dealer who has it all, Gateway's got it. Just ask my dog. You can find them online at Gateway GMC or shop in person at LBJ and Jupiter. GMC, we are professional grade. Experience the new Buick. And obviously, we are not in the studio. Welcome to episode 153 of the Mom Game. I'm Emily Jones. She's Julie Dobbs. We're at home today for various reasons. First, because I have to be in Dallas tonight, and I didn't want to make 2 trips to Dallas or just be sitting there for a while. So we decided to take from home today. And also, what's going on with Ryder?
Yeah, it worked out because I was kind of like trying to figure out my life. Look, I have a real microphone.
You do. You're so fancy.
Hopefully we sound pretty good. So yesterday was Sunday, and Kelly and the kids were out golfing, and while I was playing tennis, which was wonderful because we've had some really nice weather the last couple of days here. But they were golfing, and Ryder managed to put his hand in a fire ant bed.
Oh dear.
And it was Super Bowl Sunday too. So I was like doubly like, oh no, we can't, what's happening? This is a bad day. It's never a good day to put your hand in a fire ant bed, but it's also not a good day on Super Bowl Sunday to put your hand in a fire ant bed. So Kelly's really allergic to fire ants. Like it makes him like drop, like he's fainted. I think I've told you that. And so Ryder probably had like 5 or 6 on one hand, on his little hand. And so he had a pretty bad allergic reaction. So last night we gave him Benadryl and all that. And then Kelly and I both had to be at work really early this morning. So the nanny was here and we didn't see him really when he woke up. And I guess it wasn't very good when he woke up. So he was having like more of a reaction as I was puffy. His hands were puffy and he was saying his hand hurt really bad. And he was really lethargic because of the Benadryl. So he stayed home. So at that point, when we were trying to figure out this show and everything, I knew that Ryder would be home, and we had kind of in a panic tried to find someone to come over because Kelly and I were both at work and the nanny had to leave. So my aunt came over last minute. So I thought, okay, well, this will help because then she won't have to stay as long if I can get home too. So it worked out.
Good.
Yeah.
Hopefully Ryder is on his way back to recovery.
I think so.
Yeah. How was your Super Bowl Sunday?
It was good. It was a lot of fun. It was funny. Like we had one party that we were going to go to. And then like all of a sudden the last few days we heard of like a bunch more things that kind of sounded fun too, that we were invited to. So you had to figure out like, do you have what's kid friendly? Do I need a babysitter? If I'm hopping around, do I use a babysitter for a little bit and then pick up the kids and blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of like a lot to navigate, but we ended up just bringing the kids with us to the Soroy Super Bowl party, which is always fun. And then we left at halftime and went to Kari and Abby's house because I had seen Abby the day before. Kari letting in, yeah, and his sweet wife Abby. And I had seen her the night before. And so she texted the next day and we were like thinking, oh, that sounds fun because it's just like easy and kids and a few people and I can actually watch the game. So we left at halftime. I recorded halftime though, so I could see it. And then finished the game with them at their house. It was it's just kind of late, right? Like 5:30 start with kids and everything else. So I know you hosted and told people it was only for the first half. How did that work?
That didn't work out.
I figured it may not.
But I did tap out. I tapped out a little early at my own Super Bowl party, which was not the best thing to do as a host, but Mike held it down. I've got good friends that cleaned up.
Oh my gosh.
Cleaned up, and yeah, it was time for me to go night. And so I excused myself and went night. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just know when it's time to go night.
It was time. It was time for me to excuse myself from the party and lay my head down on a pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was fun though.
It was fun. It was a blast. Yay, Patrick Mahomes. Yay, Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, I was stoked. My kids were stoked. Everybody was rooting for the Chiefs here. So it was a fun Super Bowl.
Good.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Okay,
I'm glad the Chiefs won.
I know, me too.
How's
the talent show?
The talent show was good. The boys did great. I've talked about our journey a little bit on this podcast about teaching 35 or so first grade boys a choreographed dance, which was an adventure. Every practice was very much an adventure. And all of us moms that worked on the talent show really need to go out for some margaritas.
Oh dear, you're frozen.
They were kind of going insane, like in each practice in the gym. I think just all being together in the gym where they would usually have PE and then moms being in charge, they probably just wanted to test our limits. So the practices were kind of crazy, but we felt like we were teaching them. And then when it came showtime, and they do it up big, the White Rock Elementary talent show is like a big deal. And it's done at the Lake Highlands High School, like theater or auditorium, I guess. And so it was up on a big stage. And so once the boys got up on stage, they nailed it. And we were so excited. It was so cute. It was a really rewarding experience. I think my takeaway is like, because we've talked about like all like PTA stuff here and how crazy some people get. And there's seriously an opportunity to like have a full-time job, like hours wise, just doing PTA stuff and volunteering and all that. And I have never really done too much of it. I mean, I'll help with things here and there, like donate money, but this was my first like thing being really involved, and I really loved it. And I think I'm more of I want to help out like with playing with the kids and stuff. Like if there's a kid activity or initiative, I'm much more into that than like, let's go balloon arches for 3 hours for the auction, that kind of thing, which is good because it takes those people too. And then some people don't, the kids are crazy. So some people are like, no to that, but there's a spot, I think, for everybody. So I left that whole experience thinking, okay, I need to like do more of this because it is really rewarding.
Oh, good. And you're a good mom. You're a little PTA mom.
Thanks. It was fun. It was, I mean, we were like doing the Doogie and the Gangnam Style and the Cha-Cha Slide and the Macarena, and like the boys were wedding crashers. So it was all the like popular songs you hear at weddings that we made did a montage.
So cute. Who choreographed the dance?
So one of the moms, who's one of my good friends, she was a cheerleader at OU, and she's like hardcore cheer mom type. And she put the whole dance together with the music and everything. So she was awesome. And then we just helped teach it.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't think I could have done that.
Times.
Yeah. So it was fun. And we stayed we got tickets for like the second half, which was the older kids, 4th through 6th. And all 4 of us were there, Kelly and both kids. And it was just really cute and sweet. And it was another one of those, like, because it goes all the way through 6th grade. And then at the 6th grade one, what grade is Henry in? 5th. And does the school go through 6th grade?
No.
It stops at 5th and then it's like junior high? Okay. So 5th grade is his big year, where it's kind of like his last year at the elementary school.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was cool seeing like all the 6th graders, and like they had a slideshow of all the 6th graders, like when they were born, and then a baby, and then a 6th grader. And then all the 6th graders did a big dance. And I mean, I cried like 3 times. It was just like seeing like the baby picture and then the first kinder and then the 6th grade picture and thinking like, oh my gosh, it is just gonna fly by, I had a moment.
It does, for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Long
so
days,
really
fast years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Long
Exactly.
days, fast years. All right,
Yeah.
let's get a little sportsy with some sports.
Okay.
We got lots to talk about. Sports brought to us by our friends at Panther City Lacrosse. Miss Julie.
Yes. We had so much fun going out to the lacrosse game in Fort Worth out at Dickies Arena about a month or so ago. And they are right in the thick of their season right now. And I know, especially with football winding down, and this time of year, it's like Christmas is over, and then you're waiting for spring to hit, and you're wondering what to do with the kids. This is the perfect thing to do with your kids. If you live in Fort Worth, it's close. Even if you don't, it's not a far drive, and it's worth it. That's what we did all from Dallas. But Panther City Lacrosse Club is new to the area, and professional lacrosse is new. And we didn't know much about it when we went, but I can say 4 out of 4 of us in our family loved it. And I think yours was the same. It's really cool. It's really cool to see up close and personal. It's fast paced. There were even a couple like fights. It's a lot of fun. And I think kids of all ages will enjoy going. Panther City Lacrosse Club in Fort Worth. They will be back out on the field February 18th at Dickies Arena. Tickets start at $25. If you want to secure a seat, go to Panther City LAX. That's the abbreviation for lacrosse. PantherCityLAX.com. The upcoming games, March 4th. So we have February 18th. Then we have March 4th, March 24th, April 1st, April 21st, all at 7:00. It is a very good time and a good way to go have some family fun.
Yep. Go see them. Go see the Panther City Lacrosses.
Yes. The Lacrosses.
The Lacrosses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in addition to the Super Bowl, we also had some pretty big news here in Big D with Kyrie Irving coming to town.
Yeah. I guess we haven't even had a show set. We haven't talked about that, have we?
No.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone really saw it coming. Everyone was hoping that the Mavs could get some help before the trade deadline. And it was obvious anybody that's watched one game knew that Luka needed help. There were some good, there was a pretty good supporting cast around him, but it just seemed like he was carrying such a heavy load, and you wondered if he would be able to make it all season long. And then if you make it all season long, okay, well, then where do you fall in the standings? And is that good enough for what the Mavs want to be? And I don't think it was. And so it was really surprising, but also really awesome. I mean, the Mavericks were able to trade for Kyrie Irving, who is like one of the best players in the league, one of the top 10 players in the league. And obviously has some off-court stuff going on, and wasn't.
Wait, we did talk about that. We did talk about him.
Did we?
We just hadn't seen him play yet.
Yeah.
And he's very good at basketball, it appears.
He's very good at basketball. Have you seen him play a little?
Yeah.
Isn't it fun?
And then I was really excited to see him and Luka play together, and then they lost.
Which so you talked about like when you know that you need to go night-night.
Uh-huh.
I accidentally went night-night when they played Saturday night because it was a late game. It was 9:00.
Yes.
9:00 tip. And this kind of goes into one of the other things we were going to talk about, but I think it's just because of my new job or something. I get like really excited anytime there's a bed available and I can sleep, which is sad. But we had Jamie Benn recently celebrated his 1000th game in the NHL, and his party to celebrate was Saturday night. And they were kind enough to invite Kelly and I, and it was super fun. We got to see his family, and his mom and dad are so sweet. We've known them for a long time. And he had some friends from high school that traveled from Vancouver Island, which is where Kelly's from. So we got to like meet some of his old friends and old players. Kari and Abby were there, like Trevor Daley, like some guys we just hadn't seen in a long time. So it was really cool. We had our babysitter that night and she had something she had to do. So we left at 8. We got there at 5:30. We left at 8. The drinks were really strong.
Okay.
Jamie must have told him like, hey, let's party or whatever. Because it was at his house and they had brought in a bartender. But I only had 2, maybe like a half of another. But it's just like when you're like, oh God. Like Kelly and I were talking about it the next day and we were like, that's good that we had to leave at 8 because it was one of those situations where you don't know what would have happened, So we left and thankfully, and everybody was in the same boat. So everybody was having fun. But I was so excited. I was on the way home and I was like, hell yeah. I was like, this game starts at 9, Luca and Kyrie together. And we had big plans. Kelly was like, I'll turn on the hot tub. I'll put the TV on outside. We can sit down and watch it. And I was like, this sounds perfect. And I was so excited. Come home, immediately go to bed.
Good for you, though. That means you needed it.
I know. Well, I went and laid in bed and then Kelly came back and he was like, are you going to come watch? I was like, yeah, I know. I was just like seeing what it like felt like to lay down. And then I got up and then I went out to the couch and I was waiting for the hot tub to warm up and I fell asleep on the couch and he couldn't wake me up. So he sat in the hot tub alone and watched Luca and Kyrie and I slept.
Poor Kelly.
So yeah,
so husbands.
I know. So I didn't see much most of the time. Yeah,
most of the time.
So I saw some highlights and I saw that like the end.
I made it to like halftime and then I went to bed.
Okay, and 9:00 starts.
It's a lot. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but it's Monday and they are playing tonight at home, so it'll be the home debut for Kyrie Irving. But I don't know. I just feel like it's really exciting. He's a really exciting player. He's somebody that is he's a game changer. And so I think it's just a matter of him and Luca kind of like figuring out how to split the load, how to share the ball, all that. And, but it seems like even the supporting cast has been a lot better. Like the young guys, like Josh Green and Jaden Hardy, they've both been really good. Even since the trade, it's like, okay, you're up. Dorian Finney-Smith is gone. And Josh Green's getting a lot of his playing time and they've been really fun and exciting to watch too. So all of a sudden I went from like maybe tuning into the Mavs to like see Luca, but kind of like meh, to like, oh my gosh, I want to watch every single game and let's see what this team can do this season. So props to the Mavs. I think that was a pretty solid trade. And hopefully I think Kyrie seems happy to be here. And there was just weird stuff going on there, it sounds like, in Brooklyn. And Kevin Durant also got traded. He's in Phoenix now. So
it was a super crazy trade deadline.
It was really crazy.
And it does seem like the Mavs are super energized, like all of them. When you get like an injection of a player of that caliber, you're like, holy shit, we could be really good now.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
Speaking
really
of
fun.
Holy shit, my computer's about to run out of battery. I'm going to have to change my scene so I can plug in.
Okay.
Yeah, this will be fun for everyone.
We can change your scene. We can be mobile.
While I plug in my computer.
Yeah.
Oh dear. This isn't going well for me. Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Are we going to lose you?
No. I'm going to make it happen. And I've had the sniffles so bad lately.
I know. That's what I was going to say. You sound sick?
Oh my God. And my dogs. We're a fucking disaster, pretty much. Like just a general. I mean, maybe not you, but me.
No, I usually am.
And now I have to hold my computer. It's going to be amazing.
Can you put it on the wooden ledge behind your head?
That's a good idea.
Maybe?
It really won't fit.
Oh.
And then no. And welcome to my dogs. This is going really well, I feel like. Julie,
you might as well give us your house tour now.
No, definitely not.
What about an office tour?
Well, this is the office.
It's really pretty.
See, that was the bowl that the computer was sitting on.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Well, we can just resume. And there's my dogs. They won't leave me alone.
How's the puppy?
Disaster. I mean, he's not terrible, but he just likes to chew up shit outside, and he's getting better about going to the bathroom in the house. So he's a puppy, you know?
Took a while.
It's like, what do I expect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that time you thought it was a good idea to get another dog. I feel like we're not really doing a show.
I'm trying.
I mean, I've got my dogs all over the place. My computer's losing its battery life.
I know. It's a rough go for us.
It's a rough go for us. It's after my Super Bowl hangover.
There it is. There it is.
What?
You're hungover.
Oh, did I not make that clear? When I said I
No.
went to bed at like before my party ended.
You made it clear that you needed to go to bed, but
Well,
that
I
doesn't.
think we could all deduce why I needed to go to bed.
Well, right, but I didn't know that at 2 p.m. the next day you were still planning through your hand.
Well, I'm just like fuzzy. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
what am I doing with my life today?
I like it. I don't get to see hungover Emily very often. I feel like hungover Julie is very
what a
common.
treat. What a treat for everyone.
What do you do? What do you do to cure a hangover? What are your go-tos?
You just have to power through.
Do you like eat bad food, fried food, or
No.
do you have liquid IV?
No. What is that?
You should try liquid IV. She's struggling. Oh, Emily. I'm glad
I need a nap.
I'm glad you didn't have to drive to Dallas.
Well, I do later.
I know, but I'm glad you didn't now.
I'm going to take a nap. That's what.
I need a nap.
I'm going to take a nap.
Yeah.
These dogs are driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Get out of here. Okay. We have so
Can you
much.
close the door?
No, but then they'll bark.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Let's power through. That's what we have.
Okay.
Okay. What else are we supposed to talk about today?
Oh my God.
I'd like to apologize to all the Mom Game listeners right now for my behavior.
I think everyone can relate.
Okay.
It's the TMG News Desk brought to us by Herman Marshall. And the breaking news today is that Emily's hungover.
Can you not rub it in, please?
I think that's just our breaking news brought to you by Herman Marshall, which is appropriate.
True. Yes, Herman Marshall was the first distillery in Dallas County since Prohibition. And oh my God, this is not going well for anyone right now, especially me.
Yeah, speak for yourself. I went to bed early. I feel great.
Shut up, asshole.
My dog is behaving.
Herman Marshall produces handcrafted, award-winning small batch whiskey. Stop barking. Okay. Patiently aged in new white oak barrels. This includes their Texas bourbon, Texas rye, Texas single malt, and blended bourbon whiskey, all built from the grain up like good whiskey and better friends should be. I don't really understand that line. I need to ask Ryan about that. They're built from the grain up like good whiskey and better friends. Am I overthinking this? Are you just going to let me
built from the
flounder?
grain up like good whiskey and better friends. Better friends are built from the grain up.
From the grain up. Okay, good to know. They're also building a brand new distillery in Wiley, Texas with an outdoor stage, perfect for concerts and parties and events. And we will be there March 1st, along with our friends from the Dub Network. So mark your calendars. Come and see us.
Come and see it. It looks cool. They've got live music there and stuff. Like, they're going to have the big distillery open later in May. But the tasting room that just opened has live music as well.
Have you been?
No, but I follow Herman Marshall on Instagram and stuff.
Oh, what are you eating?
Potatoes and zucchini.
You're eating potatoes and zucchini while we're doing a podcast.
You were reading a spot.
Okay, fair enough. Now I'm done reading the spot. You're still eat potatoes and zucchini.
I'm done. Look.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay.
That's like what your kid would do. I'm not eating anymore.
Yeah. So we've covered breaking news that I have a slight Super Bowl hangover.
What did you do? So what did you do? What were you drinking?
Wait, why are we harping on the fact that I haven't read?
Because it's very relatable.
Oh my gosh, what is happening in my life?
I don't know.
It's like he knows.
Let me tell you about the event that I went to with Baylor, Scott, and White.
Okay. Oh, you know what else we need to talk about?
What?
I forgot. It was in the notes. Oh yeah. And you were going to tell me about you getting insulted.
Oh yeah, I got a new insult.
Okay, which one first?
I was thinking we should start a running list
of insults.
Of insults, and then we could even like rank them.
I'm having so much reflux.
Oh my god. Are you gonna vom?
What's wrong with me? I'm too old to be hungover.
Are you gonna vomit?
No. I haven't
you?
vomited in so long. No. Vomiting is the worst.
It is the worst, but it's not like you choose to. It just happens.
True. It's true.
It just sneaks up.
Yeah. No vomiting. No
I
vomiting.
love the host that has a party, gets so hammered, she goes to sleep.
Hey, I
at
wasn't
halftime.
so hammered. You're being really mean to me right now.
That is not
All
mean.
those
I think
times
it's
you've
funny.
done the show hungover and I didn't even bring it up. And now we're just pouncing on me.
I would have talked all about it. You know that. Everybody gets hungover.
Listen,
Emily, it's very lovable.
Sometimes you get really excited to have people at your house. You get so excited you drink too much and you go to bed.
Well, I'm just jealous that I didn't get to see it.
Oh, don't be. Don't be jealous.
We've hung out lots of times. I don't think that I've seen like really, really drunk Emily.
I try not to get really drunk.
I know. That's why this is fun and exciting for me.
Oh my God, it's not exciting. It's not fun. I'm glad it's bringing you joy, but it's my existence is very miserable right now.
Why don't we let you go?
I just need to take a nap. No, I want to talk. Can we please talk about you getting insulted?
Because you have to go to Baylor, Scott, and White in Plano. I'm having surgery Wednesday.
That's right.
Yes. So I have to go to my pre-op appointment here in a minute. But
okay.
Yeah, but Baylor, Scott, and White, we just did an event with them. I love that we are working with them here on the Mom Game. And they did a really cool event that was in conjunction with the Dallas Stars, which is obviously an organization that's near and dear to my heart and our hearts. It was the Dallas Stars Foundation. I worked for the foundation for 1 year. I worked for for Fox, covering all of the Stars events for another lots of years. So it was cool getting to go back and be partnered up with Baylor, Scott, and White. They just recently funded a new fitness playground for the kids at the Boys and Girls Club in Arlington. So the Dallas Stars were there. President Brad Alberts, Jake Ottinger, the goaltender, Victor E. Green was there, and they dedicated the playground to these kids. And it's just always so cute when you get to see the kids, and they were so excited to have their new playground. And we did a good old fashioned news story on it. I was like a news reporter.
You were such a good reporter.
Ashley was like, do a stand up. I was like, do a stand up? Okay. It's just been a long time, and now I'm in radio world, and it's quite different. But no, it was fun.
You did
and
awesome,
Ashley,
and the video turned out great.
Ashley did such a good job. I love that we have that component now where we can go and do little stories for people to cover events or to give a review of a place or whatever it may be. Ashley does a wonderful job, and that was a lot of fun. It was really cool to see our partners, Baylor, Scott, and White, help really change the lives for these kids. And you can see the recap on our Instagram and everything. So that was fun. But my insult to add to the list, it was, did you see our freak free fall? Did you listen to any of it? It was insane.
I listened to some of it. I was traveling that day.
Okay. Darn. That's it was so much fun. It's hard to like go back and listen though, right? Because it's like 12 hours. It was really fun. I was able to win in the second game and go home. It was like around 11, but it was, we had a lot of really wonderful social media for the event. Our friend Adam from the Mom Game came and helped the freak. Everybody knows Adam. We need to have Adam on the show. It's been a while.
It has been.
But he came and did social media. So, and I help run the freak accounts. everybody kind of does. It's like all hands on deck. So I get the updates a lot of times if people comment and blah, blah, blah. And so Adam did a really cool Instagram reel and someone commented, Julie Dobbs is a phony. She has guppy lips.
Whoa.
I know.
Wait, first of all, what is guppy lip? What are guppy lips?
I don't know. Is that like something derogatory? Maybe it's like slang. I hope that's not something I shouldn't even be saying. But no, I was like, oh, that's a good one. Phony and guppy lips. But
guppy is a fish.
Yeah. So I guess fish lips. It's funny. I don't even do the filler stuff. I feel like a lot of people that do
You have great lips.
Well, thank you. I feel like people that do the filler, like sometimes you can do too much stuff and your lips go like this.
Yeah, but you have great lips.
But I've never done anything to them. So I thought that was a nice, unique insult. So I just wanted to.
And why does that make you phony?
Because I don't think the lips made me phony. I think that I was. But
are they
phony.
Implying that you get lip injections and that makes you phony?
No, well, like the clip was like me like freaking out about winning my game. So maybe he thought I was like faking it or something like, but I was really excited because I never win games on the radio because it's all trivia shit. And I'm not good at that. I'm not good at like recalling facts on the spot. I'm absolutely terrible at it. So the fact that I won was really exciting. So I think he was just saying that I was like faking, like overly excited or something. And I had guppy lips.
Well, I'm proud of you, guppy lips.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I know you've had some good ones too. So I just think we should have a like running list of all of the nice things.
So we can remember them forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I don't know. I think that's what's, pretty much going on in our world. I think you need to go take a nap and I'm going to go to the hospital.
Okay. I'd rather go to the hospital. No, I would rather take a nap.
Yeah, I'm really jelly.
But I would rather feel good and go to the hospital.
Big Valentine's Day plans?
We're going to go to dinner. That's it.
Fun. Tomorrow on Valentine's?
Yes.
Yeah. We're doing ours tonight.
Are you?
Yeah, because the Stars play the Bruins on Valentine's Day.
Where are you going?
I don't know. It's a surprise.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be fun.
Oh my God, these dogs. I'm going to be able to take a nap with these damn dogs.
Do you ever let them outside? Can they go outside?
Yeah. No, eat bushes and shit. But
it's better than ruining your nap. You need a nap.
Sure. I do. Okay.
All right.
We're going to try to do better next time, people. All right.
We will. We'll be in studio and we won't be hungover. And we'll be drinking wine.
Yes. Seriously. Maybe I should just pour a glass of wine and see what that does for me.
I see a lot behind you.
Yes.
You've got some.
I'm going to
That's a good background.
Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye. Peace out.